Joining us right now from Texas is the Minnesota Vikings 7th-round draft pick, Levi Drake Rodriguez. And Levi, I think that Vikings fans are fastly falling in love with you after reading the Athletic article on Prospect X. You
Yes,
are
ma'am.
Prospect X. When you were first approached to do that series, what were your thoughts and reactions?
Right. Yeah. So I had to Google what the Athletic was, and I saw that they're very credible. Uh, and I was like, heck yeah. My agent, proposed that, and I was like, yes, let's do it. Let's push for it. And I wanted, my story to be heard as well. So I was ecstatic about that, and I felt that I was a perfect candidate. So. I was looking forward to that. Yes, ma'am.
How has the attention, or what has the attention been like since they revealed you just a few days ago?
Yeah, I mean, I've looked through a lot of the comments, man. It's a lot of love, just a lot of love and support, and that's freaking awesome. Just to see people I don't even know come out of the woodworks and want to get behind who I am, and as well as the organization because they love the Vikings nation so much. Yes, man. So just seeing that love, seeing that support. And it's encouraging. Honestly, it is.
You really do have one of the more unique stories. What
Right.
what and again, we won't go too much into detail because I definitely recommend that you guys check the article out. But what is something about your journey specifically, whether it's transferring to Commerce or being drafted by the Vikings, that you're most proud of, but maybe isn't an accolade?
Yeah. So, man, I would honestly uh, say that the discipline that I've had going through this journey, and the consistency that I've had with my faith. Honestly, I know it sounds cliche every once in a while, just hearing it. Or some people just, pushing it on you too hard, but without the Lord, I wouldn't have been able to do any of this. He does the impossible for me in my life, and I know that, and I've seen it flourish in my life completely tenfold. So that's one thing that I'm proud of. I'm always willing to grow in that aspect, but and persevere through hardships and trials and tribulations. But that is one thing that I am, that I can take at heart that I've, held steadfast to. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, that discipline has gotten you to become an NFL draft pick. You've been a Minnesota Viking
Yeah,
now.
baby.
You've been a Minnesota Viking now for 5 days. How is that sinking in?
Oh my goodness! So my dad told. So we have this Poppy Fest every year. The whole city comes out, thousands and thousands of people, right, come out, and my dad got the head or director of the Poppy Fest, and uh, he told him that I just got drafted. It was on draft day, draft night. It was like, yeah, my son just got drafted. So I was the first one from my high school, and it's been some years since the last draft pick. So, uh, I got on stage. I gotta, be introduced to the whole city of who I am, and just seeing a whole city behind you is wild. I had a lot of friends and family there, and I was taking pictures with, little kids, grown adults. It didn't matter. It didn't matter. Just feeling that love and support was freaking awesome. Just the first couple hours, and yesterday I got pictures of my Sonic. Congratulations, Levi Drake Rodriguez. We have two Sonics in town, and they put that up, so they're in cahoots with each other. So that was pretty neat.
So
It
this
feels
Poppy
great.
Festival, oh, sorry, this Poppy Festival was the night you got drafted?
Correct. Yes,
Oh,
ma'am.
wow. I mean,
Yeah.
we saw the party that you guys had for the draft. I mean, you have a large group of supporting family
Yeah.
members and friends, and we've heard
Yes,
the
ma'am.
stories. You missed the phone call from Quasey.
Oh
Then
my.
your mom is blowing an air horn trying to get it all. You changed your ringtone to the NFL draft theme song. I mean,
Yeah.
there's so many great storylines that came out of that night. What's the one thing you think you'll remember most?
Yeah. I would say everybody in my 900 and something square foot home
Hmm.
sitting all around me. I have mom, dad, sister, her husband, my old lady in front of me. And um, it's like little kids watching a movie. They all had their little seats. They had,
Hmm.
their cushions to sit on. That I'll remember that forever. The feeling I had in my chest, my gut, um, was something I've never felt before. And another thing, man, I was holding my Bible throughout the whole
Hmm.
draft, and just praying, reading scripture, and trying to find peace not only within myself but in God. So, and once I closed that, the Bible, I gave it to God, and I was like, all right, man, you do what you want to do, So, um, not 10 minutes later, I got a call. The missed call. Oh man,
The
uh,
infamous missed call, right?
the infamous missed call, man. I would never live that down, man. I know they're gonna give me stuff in the building too.
But they
But
have
yeah,
nothing but great things to say about you. General Manager Kwesi Adofo-Mensah
right,
is saying that you just lit up the facility the minute you came in
right.
here for your top 30 visit. What was your
Yes, man.
favorite part about touring this facility and getting to know the defensive staff here?
Yeah, it felt like home. I was, going throughout the facility, saying hi to, the media team, saying hi to everybody. I didn't, on those visits, yes, of course, you put your best foot forward,
Hmm.
but I want to be as transparent, um, as open as I can be in those, situations, so that they can feel what they felt, so that they can love me off the bat. I'm like, oh, this is a guy that, can come in, buy in the culture,
Hmm.
um, and really just be able to mold as well, So I want to be, pick that's not only going to flourish on the football field, but as well as a brotherhood in the locker room, and surrounding, the Vikings as well. I want to meet everybody in the building. I was just talking about that with my agent. Like,
Yeah.
I'm a very personal guy, uh, and I want to go from the top down, from janitors, general managers, So um, I want to make sure people don't go unseen,
Yeah.
you
Well,
know.
we will all work in the
Yeah,
same building, so you'll be able to have your time to definitely do that,
yeah,
which I'm
that's
sure
right.
you saw, which I'm sure you saw recently. Kwesi also described you and really JJ McCarthy as in the same breath as a combination of joy and a dog. How do you
Yeah,
like being described like that? What do you make of that comparison?
man, that's awesome because like that dog comes out whenever you're on the field, but like you could also have a non-football conversation off of the field,
Hmm.
and just break bread with somebody. How there's a switch, that has to switch whenever you go into practice, whenever you go in the film room, and ultimately on Sundays or whatever
Hmm.
day of the week that we're going to be playing on. So that's awesome. My parents have always told people that like are intimidated, that he's a big teddy bear, and I take that with a grain of salt. Yeah,
uh, During the visit, I'm sure Kwesi asked you what asks all of the players, a song that really describes you. What did you pick?
at that moment I picked "Paper Planes"
Okay.
by MIA. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, that's a
yeah,
good one.
yeah,
Why?
yeah. One of my buddies, he's a Marine, and he said that they used to listen to that on convoys and
Hmm.
doing drills and whatnot. And it's funny how a whole bunch of big bad Marines can listen to that song in the midst of battle and
Yeah.
uh, training and things like that. And I love it. It has a good catchy tone to it, so I picked that one. Yeah.
I know this will be a tough maybe question to answer. However, I want to know, the first college grad, are you more proud of getting your degree in criminal justice or getting drafted by the Minnesota Vikings?
Uh-oh. So my mom has like there was no choice. I had to go to college.
Hmm.
Um, but my mom was all like, Levi, you're getting your degree. That's what you're there for. And I was like, Mom, if I get a call right now, I'm gone with or without a degree. I said, Mama, I love you so much, but this is what I've been working for my whole life.
Hmm.
I've dreamt of this moment. I want it. I breathe it. I feel it. I'm excited to be a freaking Viking, man. Like my workouts are different. I I hold a higher standard. Yes, I brought that professionalism into my workouts prior to being a Viking, but students, faculty, staff, everybody looks at you different now because of that logo on your chest. So carrying myself at a high standard is what I'm looking forward to, man. And but I am grateful that I got my degree.
Yep.
It's a great plan B. I wasn't ready for a regular job. This is my job, but man, it doesn't feel like a job. I'm going into work every day doing something that I love.
Yeah.
Working out, hanging out with the buddies, and grinding on the field. So I love it. I'm ecstatic. Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, we can feel your excitement, Levi, all the way up here in Minnesota. Speaking of, you've been a Texas boy your whole life. What's something that you know about Minnesota that you could share?
What is it? The land of 10,000 lakes.
There you go.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to going fishing, meeting some new people, some guides, hunting guides, whatever that might look like, or some big old linemen that love fishing as well.
There you go.
Yeah, I know.
You're gonna have to
big
try
boys
ice
like
fishing.
Yes, ma'am. That is, I ain't never done that. That's gonna be brand new for me. So, a whole different species as well.
There you go. Yep.
I'm looking forward to that. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we can feel the excitement. We can't wait to take you ice fishing or fishing in general. There's plenty of that up here in Minnesota. But first, obviously, you've got rookie minicamp. What are you most excited about being surrounded by guys that have just been drafted or signed their undrafted free agent contracts that you'll be surrounded by in a few weeks?
Yeah. So, man, we're all going towards one goal, and that's awesome. You're gonna feel the intensity in the room. You're gonna feel the hunger, and the want to. At the college level, it's you find yourself pulling teeth with some cats. At this level, everybody works hard. Everybody wants to be great. And I feel that it's gonna be a blast going in there and just working hard. Putting our nose on the grindstone and coming together for the greater good, and that's to win games. So I can't wait to be in the room, in the film room, and sweating, blood everywhere. So on my hands, I can't wait for that, man. It's going to be a blast. It's going to be a blast.
Have they given you the code to the building yet?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Yeah, I heard the rumors. We've read the articles. We know the receipts that we might have to lock the doors on you. Turn your coat off at night so you can't sleep here.
I'll spend the night in that sucker. I don't care. I'll bring my pillow. I'll bring my sleeping bag. I'll find a way to be the first one there. Yes, ma'am.
Well, Levi, we look forward to seeing you very soon. Thank you so much for your time and congratulations again.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Bye-bye.